Where is my charge? Don't play dumb with me, demon. I know you're keeping an innocent human hostage here. Now that I think about it, you've broken one of our most sacred rules, outwardly appearing before a human like this, much less my human. Tell me where you're keeping them, or there will be hell to pay. Be quiet, demon. I won't fall for your tricks. I'm not in the mood to trade banter. Ask your henchman in the other room. If you don't believe me, assuming you could find one who's still able to answer you, fine. If you insist on doing this the hard way, then I won't hold back. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm surprised you've managed to be feared by so many of my fellow guardian angels. When you underestimate your opponents, you're lucky I need you alive. How did I find you? Not that it matters to you now, but one of your henchmen got greedy. Honestly, what can you expect when you're dealing with low-life demons with no morals? Your henchman ratted you out the first chance he got. Now, this is the last time I'm going to ask, where are you keeping my human? You had better not be lying to me. If you are, I promise you that there will not be enough of you for your demon friends to bring back to hell. Darling, are you okay? Did that nasty demon hurt you? Here, let me soothe your burn, darling. How dare that unholy being touch you, of all humans? I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. If I looked harder, I could have found you before they had a chance to do this. No, please don't say that doesn't matter. You never should have been in this situation to begin with. Wait, how do I have these powers? How did I defeat that creature? Darling, I'm sorry. I should have told you this earlier, but I'm not just any ordinary human. I'm not just your best friend. I'm your guardian angel. I have been watching you, guarding you, since the day you were born. That nasty creature is a demon, my mortal enemy. I should have predicted that with all these demons trying their best to sabotage angels, it makes sense that one would stoop this low to kidnap a human. But that demon chose the wrong human to mess with. I wish it was just me they tried to target. It should have just been me. I'm getting distracted. Hold still. I'll cut you free. They bound you so tightly, I don't even want to think about what might have happened if I've taken another day or two to track you down. Permanent damage, no doubt. Here, lean on me. We'll walk out of here together. I'll get you somewhere safe. I promise. I won't let anyone hurt you. Darling, promise me to never put yourself in danger for my sake again. I'm your guardian angel. It is my duty, my responsibility to protect you. You don't care that I'm your guardian angel? I'm your best friend before any of this, and you will always protect me? Oh, darling, you're making me blush. I knew you were special. You're my most considerate charge. I have never had a charge that cared about me, that saw me as someone more than some wholly distant entity. But darling, don't you understand? I'm supposed to protect you. Wait, no, No. Please, please don't close your eyes. I can't lose you again, darling. You despicable lowlife. It wasn't bad enough that you kidnapped them. It wasn't bad enough that you tortured them for information. You're just going to keep taking and taking from them until there's nothing left. You're worse than a demon. You're a monster, and I'm going to tear you into tiny little pieces. Oh, darling, thank heavens you're awake. I was so worried. You've been out for almost a day. You're at my heavenly mansion. It was closer than the hospital, and we have a doctor here. I didn't want to waste a second. I promise he's more qualified to treat any injuries you have. I can't imagine what you've been through these past 2 weeks. You don't need to worry. You're perfectly safe now with me. What happened to the demon? They were casted down to hell, of course. Yes. I did say I was going to tear them into pieces. I'm sorry, I must have sounded so terribly savage. But you don't need to be afraid. I just got carried away. But even if I did torture them just a little, and I'm not saying I did, would I've been in the wrong? They kidnapped someone dear to me and tortured them for weeks. Look at you. The doctor had to practically mummify you to cover all your wounds. No one would fault me for getting a little heated. Darling, look at me. Why does it matter? They can't hurt you anymore. You're here with me. Anyways, we have more important things to talk about than what became of a few stray pieces of filthy demon trash. Yes, important. I've been thinking of everything that's happened, how my heart dropped when they took you, how badly they hurt you. To be honest, I always had a special place in my heart for you. You're different from my other charges. You're funny, smart, absolutely enthralling. I don't ever want you in harm's way again, darling. So, I think you should stay with me in my mansion forever. That way I can always have you by my side and make sure that you're safe. Wait, you can take care of yourself? You're thankful for my help, but you're not scared of the demon? You could have defeated it? Darling, I'm sure you would have eventually defeated the demon, but you got hurt in the process. If I hadn't shown up, it might have been worse, and I don't want any demon, anyone, leaving a single scratch on you. Please don't push me away, darling. I hate doing this to you, but I have to make sure you're not harming yourself when you're thrashing around. I promise all the extra restraints can come off once I trust you. Given this reaction though, that might take a while, so you'll just have to get used to it. What am I doing? I already told you, darling. I don't want you out of this bed, and I especially don't want you back outside in view of those awful demons. So, you're going to stay with me. I'm completely serious. I admit I've been thinking about keeping you here ever since you were kidnapped. It started as a silly notion, but the more I thought about it, it makes sense. I can make sure no one gets close to you except me and those I trust. It's perfect. There's no need to get hysterical. You act as though I'm going to hurt you, but darling, that's simply not true. I love you, darling. Oh, oops. I didn't mean for that to slip out, but it's true. Over the years of watching you, I find myself wishing that I was your lover instead of your best friend, instead of your guardian angel. I was so lonely before you became my charge, but once I met you, I realized what it was like to love. I would do anything to protect that love, to protect you. Holding you here forever might be problematic. Your family, the Lord, my boss. Maybe no, no. You told me to have more faith in myself. Don't you remember? During our final exams last year in school, you told me I knew what was right, that we would both ace the exam, to believe in myself. And I do. Please don't argue with me, darling. My mind is already made up. This is the best way for me to protect you. You're staying here with me. No one is going to take you away from me.